Have you ever stood up from your favorite armchair, only to feel your knees tremble, as if the strength you once had has quietly slipped away? Imagine walking into your kitchen on a sunny Tuesday morning, reaching up for your favorite coffee mug on the top shelf, and suddenly feeling a sharp, unexpected pain in your wrist. No fall, no warning, just a reminder that something deep inside your body might be changing. This is how osteoporosis works. It doesn't announce itself with sirens or flashing lights. It's the silent thief of strength, quietly weakening your bones over the years until one day a simple movement can lead to a fracture. For Americans over 70, bone health isn't just about avoiding broken bones, it's about protecting independence, mobility, and the freedom to do everyday things without fear. Statistics from the National Osteoporosis Foundation tell us that 1 in 2 women and 1 in 4 men over 50 will break a bone due to osteoporosis. Yet so many people don't realize they have it until it's too late. By the time you feel the symptoms, the damage has often already begun. You might think osteoporosis is all about aging, something that just happens as the years pass. But the truth is, what you eat, how you move, and how much sun you get can make the difference between bones that carry you with confidence into your 82nd and bones that leave you fragile and dependent. In fact, your daily diet can be one of the most powerful tools to fight bone loss, and the right foods can act like nature's building blocks, repairing and reinforcing your skeletal frame day after day. Let me paint you a picture. I once met a woman named Carol at a community wellness class in Arizona. She was 74, full of energy, and carried herself like someone much younger. She told me she'd been diagnosed with early-stage bone loss at 62, and instead of just accepting it, she changed her eating habits. Today, she hikes the desert trails twice a week, gardens without fear of falls, and lifts her own groceries into the trunk. Her secret? A handful of carefully chosen foods, rich in calcium, vitamin D, protein, and other bone-loving nutrients that she worked into her meals every single day. Before we talk about those golden foods, we need to understand why bones weaken in the first place. In our youth, bone tissue is constantly breaking down and rebuilding, a balance that keeps our skeleton strong. But as we age, especially after 50, that rebuilding slows, and bone breakdown speeds up. Add in less physical activity, reduced hormone levels, and diets low in key nutrients, and the scale tips toward fragility. Without enough calcium, your body will literally take it from your bones to keep your heart and muscles working. Without vitamin D, your body can't absorb the calcium you do eat. And without protein, your bones lack the structural support they need to stay dense and resilient. The early warning signs are subtle. You might notice you're getting shorter, your posture isn't as straight as it used to be, or your grip feels weaker when you open a jar. Sometimes, the first sign is a fracture from something as minor as stepping off a curb wrong. But here's the good news. You can take action long before it reaches that point. In the next part, we'll step into the kitchen and look at the first 2 powerhouse foods that science and decades of real-life experience show can help older adults keep their bones strong, their posture proud, and their independence intact. These are foods you can find at almost any grocery store in America. Foods that fit naturally into breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and foods that can help ensure your bones keep carrying you through life's adventures. Picture this. It's a Sunday morning in a quiet suburb of Minnesota. The smell of coffee fills the air, sunlight pours through the kitchen window, and an older couple, Bill and Margaret, are sitting down to breakfast. On the table is a simple plate, scrambled eggs, a slice of whole grain toast, and a small bowl of creamy Greek yogurt topped with blueberries. It may look like a regular breakfast, but for their bones, it's a goldmine. The first golden food on our list is dairy, more specifically, calcium-rich dairy like yogurt, milk, and cheese. While some people worry about lactose intolerance, many seniors can tolerate small servings, especially fermented dairy like yogurt. Calcium is the mineral your bones crave most. Think of it as the bricks in the walls of your skeleton. Without enough bricks, the wall weakens, no matter how strong the mortar. And here's the thing, after age 50, your daily calcium needs actually increase. For most adults over 70, that's around 1,200 milligrams a day. A single cup of milk or serving of yogurt gives you about a quarter of that. But calcium alone is like having bricks with no builders. That's where vitamin D comes in the builder. That helps your body put those bricks into place. And one of the best natural sources of vitamin D? Eggs, particularly the yolks. That's why Bill and Margaret's scrambled eggs are more than just comfort food. They're part of a healthy lifestyle for seniors. Vitamin D is tricky because your body can make it from sunlight. But many Americans, especially in northern states, don't get enough sun year-round. That's why adding vitamin D-rich foods is essential for senior health. Now, let's move to our second powerhouse. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Imagine Margaret preparing lunch. A salmon fillet, lightly seasoned with lemon and dill, served alongside steamed green beans and roasted sweet potatoes. Not only is she getting vitamin D from the fish, but she's also fueling her body with omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats don't just protect the heart, they also reduce inflammation, which is crucial because chronic inflammation can accelerate bone loss. Studies in the US have shown that seniors who eat fish at least twice a week tend to have higher bone density and fewer fractures. Omega-3 second also support balance and coordination by keeping your muscles and nervous system in top form important because falls are one of the leading causes of fractures in older adults. That means a plate of grilled salmon isn't just delicious. It's a strategic move in the fight against osteoporosis, part of your daily habits for healthy aging. Bill told me once, "We started eating fish more for my heart, but I didn't realize it was helping my bones too." That's the beauty of nutrient-rich foods. They rarely work on just one system. They strengthen your bones, protect your heart, and keep your mind sharp all at once. In American kitchens, these two foods, dairy and fatty fish, are both easy to find and versatile. You can add yogurt to a smoothie, sprinkle cheese over roasted vegetables, or swap in canned sardines for tuna in a sandwich. Little changes add up, and when you make them part of your routine, they become as natural as pouring that first cup of coffee in the morning. In the next part, we'll uncover the third and fourth golden foods, one that comes from the Earth's green bounty, and another that's often overlooked, but packs a protein punch your bones will thank you for. These are foods that fit seamlessly into the American dinner table, keeping you strong from the inside out. Late afternoon, sunlight spills across the backyard garden of a small home in Portland, Oregon. Ethel, 72, kneels beside a raised bed of leafy greens, snipping fresh kale for dinner. She tells me she started gardening not just for the joy of it, but because her doctor, giving her doctor advice for seniors, once told her, "If you eat your greens every day, you're giving your bones a gift." Our third golden food is dark leafy greens, kale, collard greens, spinach, bok choy. They may not be as flashy as salmon fillets or as comforting as a cup of yogurt, but they are rich in calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, and other minerals that act like silent workers, strengthening the very framework of your skeleton. Magnesium helps regulate calcium levels, while vitamin K acts like the quality inspector at a construction site, ensuring calcium gets deposited into bones rather than arteries. In fact, research from the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who regularly ate vitamin K-rich greens had a significantly lower risk of hip fractures. The beauty of greens in the American kitchen is their flexibility. You can saute spinach with garlic, toss kale into a smoothie, or bake collard greens into a casserole. And for those who worry about their digestive system, cooking greens slightly helps break down their fibers, making them easier on the stomach while keeping their nutrient power intact. This is a natural remedy that generations have relied on, simple, affordable, and deeply effective. Now, let's move to our fourth powerhouse: lean protein, especially poultry and plant-based sources like beans and lentils. Bones aren't made of minerals alone. About half of their structure is protein. Without enough, your bones can become brittle even if you're getting plenty of calcium. Picture this protein is the steel framework inside a skyscraper. Without that framework, the whole structure is weak, no matter how many bricks you pile on. In many American households, chicken is a staple. A grilled chicken breast at dinner or a turkey sandwich for lunch fits perfectly into a healthy lifestyle for seniors. But here's where variety matters. Beans, lentils, and even tofu bring not just protein but also minerals, fiber, and other compounds that support overall health. They also keep blood sugar steady, which indirectly helps bones by reducing inflammation. I remember a man named George, 75, who shared that after a hip fracture at 68, he doubled his protein intake on his physical therapist's recommendation. "It wasn't just my bones," he told me. "My energy came back, my balance improved, and I even started walking faster again." That's the ripple effect of giving your body what it truly needs. Combining leafy greens with lean protein creates a synergy. Greens provide the minerals, protein gives the structure, and together they help you stay strong enough to garden, play with your grandkids, or take that walking tour in a city you've always wanted to visit. These aren't extreme diets or complicated regimens. They're small, sustainable choices that blend right into the rhythms of senior wellness and over 70 fitness. In our final part, we'll reveal the fifth golden food, one that's often hiding in plain sight. And I'll share a cinematic closing thought about how these daily choices can help you reverse chronic disease naturally and carry you toward a future where your bones and your independence remain unshakable. It's a crisp autumn afternoon in Vermont, the kind where the air smells faintly of wood smoke and the leaves crunch underfoot. Inside a cozy kitchen, 4-year-old Helen is measuring out a small handful of almonds into a ceramic bowl. She does it every day without fail. "It's my little insurance policy," she says with a smile. Our fifth golden food is nuts, especially almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. These small, crunchy treasures are packed with calcium, magnesium, protein, and healthy fats, making them a triple threat for bone health. They also contain plant-based omega-3 second and antioxidants that reduce inflammation and support heart health, which is closely tied to senior health and overall healthy aging. For many people over 70, snacking has become a habit that leans toward convenience chips, crackers, cookies. But here's the truth. Swapping just one of those snacks a day for a handful of nuts could significantly improve your bone density over time. They're portable, don't require refrigeration, and fit perfectly into a modern, healthy lifestyle for seniors. Helen's habit started after reading a small study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that showed seniors who ate nuts regularly had a 20% lower risk of fractures. It's not just the science, she says, pouring herself a cup of tea to go with the almonds. It's that I feel better. I have more energy. My fingers don't ache as much when I knit. The magic of these 5 golden foods: dairy, fatty fish, leafy greens, lean protein, and nuts isn't in any single one, but in how they work together. Calcium from dairy and greens, vitamin D from eggs and fish, protein from chicken and legumes, healthy fats from fish and nuts. Each piece of the puzzle fits to build a structure that keeps you moving, balanced, and strong. These are not exotic superfoods flown in from the far corners of the world. They are everyday heroes sitting quietly in your fridge, pantry, or garden, waiting to be part of your daily habits for healthy aging. And here's the heart of it. Strong bones are not just about preventing fractures. They're about freedom. The freedom to walk your dog on a frosty morning without fear of falling. The freedom to dance at your granddaughter's wedding. The freedom to travel, to garden, to live life on your own terms for as many years as possible. That's what longevity tips really mean. Not just adding years to your life, but life to your years. So the next time you're at the grocery store, imagine your cart as your future self's thank you note. Drop in that carton of Greek yogurt. Pick up that bag of kale. Choose that salmon fillet. Toss in those almonds. Each choice is a quiet promise you make to your bones and your future independence. Cinematic outro. The camera slowly pans over a sunlit kitchen table, bowls of nuts, a plate of grilled salmon, a basket of fresh greens, steam rising from a cup of tea. In the background, a pair of hands, aged but steady, arrange the food with care. A voice, warm and sure, says, "Your bones are the foundation of every step, every embrace, every laugh. Feed them well, and they will carry you farther than you ever imagined." And if this video has given you something to think about, join our community of people who believe in living stronger, longer. Like this video, subscribe for more senior wellness and natural remedies, and share it with someone you love, because health is always better when it's shared. Fade to soft music, the image lingering for just a moment before the screen gently fades to black.